How do you do, y'all? This is John, and today we are talking about Bonhoeffer, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in Bonhoeffer, it deals with Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a real-life pastor who became a spy and then supposedly attempted an assassination on Adolf Hitler during the Second World War, or at least was involved in the assassination attempt. Okay, so first and foremost, what I liked about the movie. I think that Dietrich Bonhoeffer, he is an interesting person. Yeah, he was a Christian pastor. He was a pacifist. He was intensely against using violence and stuff like that on people. Yeah, when he saw what the Nazis were doing to his neighbors because they were Jewish and stuff like that, that really enraged him. He took action, tried to do it peacefully, when crap happened. And like I said, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, he was a real life person. He did a lot of the stuff. I did hear that they did embellish quite a bit in this film, unfortunately. But he comes across as like this really interesting person in history, the sort of unsung hero of that era. I also think that the actor playing him does a really good job. I don't know his name. However, props to him. He did a good job on this film. And how's the story? Well, it's about Bonhoeffer. His life is the story. And, what I just mentioned is the story. However, I would like to touch on a little bit more. Execution-wise, you see the process that the Nazis went through to get the German people unjustifiably hating the Jewish people. And it's quite a heartbreaking thing to see because, as far as we know, they did nothing wrong and they're the ones getting blamed for everything. Why does that sound so familiar? And when you see this process, and, you see Bonhoeffer, the machines, the mechanics are working in his brain. And, he gets really enraged by what's going on. And as far as the execution of the movie goes, it's executed very well. You're invested in what's going on. And, you want to see Bonhoeffer, succeed. Even though if you know anything about history and you look him up, you know what's going to happen to him. It's very tragic, pretty upsetting, but, it's what happened. This is also one of those movies that's riled in controversy that I just don't get, especially after watching it. Supposedly, this is like a Christian extremist, Christian nationalist film, and I literally saw the entire movie. I just watched it, and I didn't see any of that. I'm not kidding, I did not see any of that. It's just the media being angry over nothing, trying to rile people up over nothing. The only messaging in the film is just typical World War II messaging. Nazis bad, anti-Semitism bad. You see them all the time in World War II movies. Now, in terms of problems with the movie, well, first and foremost, there for a while, they do this thing in the movie where, they show you the year that, this specific sequence takes place in. Then they stop doing that and you're just in there going, okay, what year are we on now? You sit there and you think, it's still 1935 because the last date that you see is 1935. However, it's actually now 1939 or 1940. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, when you don't know what time period that this film, this scene is now in. I understand that's not 100% necessary. However, there should be some kind of clue, and there's not. The last thing that we'll cover is the movie is a tad bit too long, not, an hour longer than it should be. However, leave off like 10-15 minutes, make it a 2-hour film instead of 2.25. It would have been fine. But yes, Bonhoeffer, it's a pretty good movie. I wouldn't say it's the best movie of the year. I don't know if I'll put it on my top 10 list at the end of next month. However, it's a pretty good movie. Like Bonhoeffer, the actor playing him is good. You're invested in what's going on, and the storytelling is strong. I had a couple issues with it, but they don't, completely undermine the film, the quality of the film at all. And, if you guys are interested in seeing it, I say go right ahead. I'm going to give Bonhoeffer a 7. That's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Bretsky will return.